Our motoring tip of the week concerns rust inhibitors. Now this week, we've got an email from one of our viewers, Stan Holder. Great question, Stan, for this time of year. He says, with winter coming, I start to think about sloppy roads and what the salt is going to do to my beloved car. We all know about Crown and Rust Check. A few years back, our government did a study for the Army and found corrosion-free to be the best. I'd never heard of them before. Neither have I, Stan. I know any of these would be better than doing nothing. Right on the money. Road salt, the bane of our vehicles. It has ruined so many great vehicles that I'm sure many of you have owned, and I've certainly had quite a few that went to the wreckers running great but falling apart from corrosion. Now, the road salt, of course, there's some road salt that I scooped up this morning at an intersection, and you can see how big the granules are. And of course, for years and years, this was all that the road maintenance guys used was granular salt. But now they use a brine solution. They basically dissolve that road salt with hot water and they spray it on in a liquid form, so it's more effective at treating the roads. It's also more effective at corroding your car because it's in a liquid form, so as you drive through it, it turns into a fog or a mist and it penetrates every little crevice of your car instantly. With the granular salt, until the precipitation got on it and mixed with it and dissolved it, you could drive right over the granules and keep going and very little of it got on your car. But with the brine solution, it really penetrates. So it's ever more important to use rust inhibitor. Notice I didn't say rust proofing because you can't stop it completely. You want to be able to slow it up and get yourself 10 or 15 good years of service out of that vehicle, or maybe have some trade-in value or resale value at the end of it instead of having it riddled with corrosion. So as Stan said, anything is better than doing nothing. And it makes my life easier when I'm working on the car too, because bolts and fasteners and things come apart easier because Crown and Rust Check, when they spray the material on there, it penetrates threaded fasteners, they come off easier. Both are good products. The process, the way they're installed is very important too, and of course that comes down to the particular shop that's installing it. So it's a little bit of the product, a lot of process, but as Stan said, better than doing nothing. Stan, you want a job as scriptwriter, call us. That's your motoring tip of the week.